There's just no place like it. It's original all to itself. You know, to truly understand what it means to love a city like New Orleans means to really identify with both the positives and the negatives that go into what that city is. I love my city because she gives a lot, she has a lot to offer traditionally, culturally, economically. But I understand what those obstacles are and I understand what's hurting her, and I'm here to be a part of making her better.
Apart from Katrina, New Orleans really has not done right by itself in the last 30 or 40 years. There's a lot of big picture global issues that New Orleans just hasn't really adapted with very well. And I think that New Orleans is learning how to balance sort of the culture that it's so known for and the sort of endemic vitality of the place with the need to change and adapt to the time, sort of modernize in a lot of ways. And so I think she's well on her way. The goals of Broad Community Connection are to make Broad Street a more vibrant place. To see Broad Street only be a thoroughfare, which is what it is right now, is something that we're certainly dedicated to not seeing endure. We want to see people sitting out on the sidewalk, enjoying their time at a cafe. We want to see restaurants and music clubs and people cycling. We want to see it a more equitable place where people have access to jobs in their neighborhood. We worked for a few months on what became known as the ReFresh project. We knew that we wanted to do something with what was an old Schwegmann's grocery store that had sat blighted and vacant for about 8 years after Katrina, and we knew that we wanted to see that come back as an asset to the community. It really aspires to be that social and community space.
The ReFresh project really is creating a fresh food hub, and this is going to allow folks to come in and not only shop and purchase their groceries, but learn how to cook those groceries.
This is lightning in a bottle. To have a really dedicated, healthy, wholesome grocery store in the middle of a food desert, in a grocery store that was flooded, has been closed since the storm, with the world's first teaching kitchen affiliated with a medical school, with a coffee shop that teaches at-risk youth, and a school system that has one of the premier edible schoolyard programs in the United States. Those synergies all under one roof is revolutionary.
Access to healthy food is a key part of rebuilding a community and a neighborhood. And Whole Foods can succeed at that if it comes in and connects with a partner like Broad Community Connections that has already mobilized the neighborhood and inspired the neighborhood to want to change and want to be better.
I think it frankly could be a model for creating hope and prosperity in America going forward if other communities would think about it this way. Instead of starting out everybody separate, we start out together. So I think it now gives all of us at Whole Foods a greater sense of what is possible through being part and participating in a community.
Who are we? That's your store, New Orleans. It's just a special day for Whole Foods Market and for myself and the team members and for the community. When I first heard about this project about 2 years ago, my eyes got bright and I was like, we need it. We want it for the city.
This is a $14 million project that's got everybody's stuff in it, right? And everybody's responsible for making it a beautiful symbol of what New Orleans is going to be. So I want to thank all of the folks, and there's so many of them. This wouldn't have happened if we wouldn't have come together as one team. This is the new way. This is the new New Orleans way. Everybody coming together and making sure that we take responsibility for the future and investing in very important neighborhoods in the city of New Orleans, and there can be no more important one than the one that we're in.
People talk about revitalization a lot, and I would just want to say that if I got to add my 2 cents to that equation, it would be that revitalization begins and ends with people. And it's all about the health of people and the communities that they live in. That revitalization, whatever else it might be, has to start and end with.